So, as a careful executive, right, it's how to avoid blowing substantial part of my company's assets. Yet, I know that sometimes I have to spend money to make money. Do I charter, lease, or go Greyhound in the sky? Now, first and foremost, as a Fortune 500 company, right, according to Sasha Rogelberg at Fortune, company needs to be making $7.2 billion in revenue a year once we consider Fortune 500. Second of all, in order to consider buying a jet or leasing, chartering, or just flying American Airlines, I need to consider how many hours am I flying per year, right? Let's say, forget I'm not flying any airlines. Let's say I'm strictly flying in PJs. How many hours am I spending in a PJ per year? If I'm spending, this is a general rule of thumb, if you're spending 200 to 300 hours a year flying in a private jet, you should consider actually buying that private jet. But if you're flying any less than that, you should definitely charter. And even less, go airlines, you know? And not just that, this scenario mentions that my company specializes in recreational vehicles, primarily for the affluent want to get away. Now, are those recreational vehicles, are they jets as well? Now, if my clients combined are all flying excess of 500 hours a year, I think it's a no-brainer to buy to buy a private jet. But really, just this scenario just does not give me enough information to get to actually make a solid decision. So, summary, if I'm flying more than 300 hours a year personally as an executive, yes, I think it's worth buying it, especially when my company is at least generating $7 billion in revenue. Which, which if I buy Jet's G7, G650, that's what, 60, 70, $80 million. And if I buy a used one, an old one, that already has, a proven track record of good maintenance and everything for 10, $20 million, I mean, like, it's probably a no-brainer. I mean, like, what's a billion? A billion is 1,000 millions. So I'm not going to be, as a Fortune 500 company, I'm not going to be spending a lot of money, or I'm not going to be spending a substantial amount. But I do understand that it is a lot of money, but so I just don't, simply just don't have enough information to make a solid decision on if I should or not. There's a lot of nuance to this. If only this assignment gave me more nuance, but yeah, that's my answer.